I'll tell you what, I guess a black fellow like you can say things that a white guy like me can't say because you can be, I can't be politically incorrect like you can. I read Dick Morris's column again today about the 3 things that McCain must do to win the presidency. At the top of the list was he's got to associate in the minds of the American people the comments, the rantings, the ravings, the racist lunatic, Reverend Jeremiah Wright, who was the mentor of Obama for 20 years with Obama's judgment. And I found out today that something like 15 to 20% of the American people have ever even heard of Jeremiah Wright. So it's up to McCain to put the cheese on the cracker. Would you use Jeremiah Wright against Barack Hussein Obama?
You know, I was on Fox News morning show the morning of the last debate, and they asked what would it take for McCain to win. And I said he's going to have to step up to the plate and deal with Barack Obama. He got to reveal his relationship with racist Jeremiah Wright Jr., who GD America. He lied that the government injected AIDS into the black community. He also said that Jeremiah Wright Jr. is also he also compared America's to that of the terrorists with that 9/11 attack. He also loved Louis Farrakhan. Yeah. They gave him an award and called him a great man, and he went to Libya with Louis Farrakhan. And I said that if John McCain don't get over the fear of being called a racist and deal with Barack Obama in the same manner that he would deal with him if he was a white Democrat running, he's not going to win this election. He got to get over that fear.
And the other thing is, Barack Obama in a debate and President Bill Clinton both said that is a legitimate issue, so he's got permission to use it by Bill Clinton.
He's afraid. He's trying to be nice. He doesn't understand that nice men finish last. And Barack Obama is a mean guy, and he's taking advantage of John McCain's weakness. And, you know, it's just so sad, though, Bill. Most, not all, but most white Americans are afraid today of being called a racist, and they don't realize how they're empowering racist black people. White folks, for the most part today, are not racist toward blacks. It's blacks who are racist toward whites. And unless they understand that, we could just imagine this, Bill. We could possibly end up with a far left liberal socialist who, as Joe Biden said himself, if Barack Obama should win within 6 months, we're gonna be attacked by our enemies.
No, Obama's going to get somebody killed.
Yeah. But yet, John McCain is afraid to stand up and speak the truth. I'm just so disappointed. I don't know what to do with myself.
And the other thing, Jennifer Hudson, I've never met her, never had her on. She's the American Idol runner-up who got the Oscar for Dream Girls. She's a great singer. Her mom and her brother are gunned down in Chicago, and I went on a website of CBS 2 in Chicago. Chicago's now the murder capital of America.
Yes.
That they're going to end up with over 500 murders this year, which will be a lot more than American soldiers dying in a war in Iraq. And it looks as if the leadership of people like Jesse Jackson, of Mayor Daley, of Barack Hussein Obama, Jeremiah Wright, Louis Farrakhan, Michael Flagler, the leadership of Bill Ayers and Bernadine Dorn in Chicago, no one looks at the fact that Chicago's sales tax is 10.25%, that the pension system is grossly out of whack, that it's the murder capital of the country. And that's the hometown of the next president who wants to bring change to America?
And he's supposed to be this great community organizer, where he's definitely failed in Chicago, and now we're going to turn this great nation over to a man like that? This should not be happening, Bill. And the other unfortunate thing is that you have 96% of black Americans voted for Barack Obama. 96.
At least.
And because he is a black man, black liberal Democrat. It's because he's black. And of that 96%, 80% say that they believe in God. I have to tell you, Bill, there's no way you can believe in God and support a man like Barack Obama.
How about Planned Parenthood? They put Planned Parenthood communities in the black community to kill black babies supported by Obama.
70% of Planned Parenthood abortion mills are found within the black community. Every day, over 1,500 black babies are aborted. Since the early 70s, over 16 million black babies have been aborted. It's a genocide upon the black community. And yet, Barack Obama said it's okay, abortion is fine. Even if a woman has a botched abortion and the baby should come out alive, let the baby die. Let the baby lay on the table and die. You can't believe in God and support that type of evil. I don't care what color the person is.
Well, if Jesse Lee Peterson was giving advice and counsel at this late date to John McCain, what would you tell him to do over the next 9 days to win the American presidency?
Without a doubt, I would advise him to step up to the plate and expose Barack Obama's relationship with Jeremiah Wright, Bill Ayers, and others, expose his policy of taking from the hard-working folks and giving it to those who are whimpering, whining, and begging, and expose his views on abortion, homosexuality, same-sex marriage, and the fact that he wanted to give little children as young as 5 years old, teach them sex ed, and also that if you are a working class person, you're going to pay taxes that just going to absolutely break you and put small businesses out of business.
What do you think? You know, when Obama and the Democrats impose these high tax rates on American business, what they do, corporations, businesses pay no taxes. They simply pass on to the consumer in the form of higher prices for goods and services, the taxes imposed on them. So consumers, we pay those corporate taxes. Why can't McCain make that point?
He's afraid. To be honest with you, I think that Sarah Palin is making a better case for McCain than he's doing for himself.
Yeah.
And I'm just sure, Bill, he's trying to be nice. He's trying to appease, not realizing that he's dealing with a racist who is taking advantage of his weakness. Joe Biden said that Barack Obama is not ready to be president of this country. And yet, John McCain is afraid to expose this guy. I can't believe I'm living in America.
You know, 6-7 months ago in a Democratic debate, Senator Joe Biden said Obama is not ready to become commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
And then Biden said, I would proudly serve in a McCain administration. Why doesn't McCain bring that up all the time?
He's afraid. I'm sure. I am absolutely sure he's controlled by fear of being a racist. And what he doesn't realize is that if Barack Obama should lose, black folks, most of them are racist anyway toward white folks, they're going to see him as a racist anyway. And if Barack Obama should win, God forbid, you're not going to be able to criticize him because you still would be called a racist if you criticize him either way. So why not just stand up and do the right thing?
I've heard some columnists like Fatima Ali from Philadelphia talk about race riots if Obama loses. If Obama loses this thing in about 9 days, do you think there's going to be 100 American cities burned?
No, I don't. I think black folks are going to be mad. They're going to blame the white folks. But if they should riot, just put them in jail. They haven't been burning down somebody else's property. They don't own anything anyway. But that's not a reason for John McCain to allow this guy to win. Yeah. You gotta realize this guy been with Jeremiah Wright and William Ayers and other guys. This man is not. I just don't trust him with this country. We can't afford this guy. This should not be happening, Bill. I'm hoping. I still have hope that white folks who have voted for Barack Obama because of the false guilt that they have will really go into the voting booth there and vote for McCain, and they can keep it to themselves. Don't tell anyone. But they cannot allow themselves to vote for this guy out of guilt.
You know, one of the delicious ironies of the last couple weeks is that Colin Powell endorses a candidate for the presidency whose buddy bombed the Pentagon. It's an incredible irony that when McCain was serving the nation in the Hanoi Hilton and Colin Powell was serving the nation as an Army major in Vietnam, Bill Ayers, the pal of Obama, blew up the Pentagon and was trying to kill cops. Yet today, Colin Powell says Obama has more character than McCain. That is delicious irony.
You can say that again. Colin Powell betrayed by support of Barack Obama. He betrayed the Republican Party, and he also is betraying our nation. It's hard to believe that he served in the military in such a great way that he did, and yet he would turn this country over to someone like Barack Obama, whose liberal policies will aid in destroying this country. And I think he's doing it for two primary reasons. One is that he's voted for Barack Obama because he's black, and secondly, I think he's doing it because he's trying to find favor with the black community, because for a long time, most black people hated Colin Powell because he was a Republican conservative.
And Reverend Peterson...
Well, not conservative, but a Republican.